Hello and welcome to M.Movies. If you're into suspenseful thrillers and edge-of-your-seat Outbreak stories, and you're browsing through Netflix, Prime Video, or Apple TV Plus, wondering what to watch, you're in the right place. Today, we're sharing the top 10 suspenseful virus outbreak movies of all time. Thrilling, intense, and guaranteed to keep you hooked. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share your favorite pick in the comments. So check it out. Outbreak. It is a 2024 psychological thriller that blends raw emotion with unsettling mystery. The story follows State Park Ranger Neil Morris and his wife Abby, who are struggling with the disappearance of their teenage son while facing a local enigma that tests their marriage and even their grip on reality. Directed by Jeff Wolfe, the film relies on atmosphere, grief, and paranoia rather than cheap thrills, making it both tense and heartbreaking. With a 4.4 rating on IMDb, Outbreak is a chilling watch for fans of psychological dramas with a dark edge. Contagion.
No.
Allergies.
As of last night, there were 32 cases.
Contagion is a tense 2011 thriller that captures the chaos of a global pandemic with chilling realism. The story follows healthcare workers, government officials, and everyday people as they face the rapid spread of a deadly virus while the CDC desperately searches for a cure. Directed by Steven Soderbergh, the film avoids typical Hollywood exaggeration, focusing instead on a grounded, science-driven narrative that feels eerily authentic. With a powerhouse cast including Matt Damon, Kate Winslet, and Jude Law, the movie balances human drama with global stakes. Holding a 6.7 rating on IMDb, Contagion remains one of the most realistic outbreak thrillers ever made. Operation Undead. It is a gritty 2024 war horror thriller set in 1941, Chumpon Province, Thailand. Mok and his ragtag group of young soldiers are thrown into battle against invading Japanese forces, only to discover that their enemies have unleashed a terrifying biological weapon with its own sinister agenda. Directed by Konkiat Komasiri, the film skillfully blends historical wartime tension with visceral horror. What makes it stand out is the unique twist. The infected soldiers remain conscious, emotional, and even able to speak, trapped in a torment between humanity and monstrosity. With bold emotions and unflinching gore, Operation Undead is a fresh and unforgettable take on the zombie genre. World War Z.
Family is exempt when we talk about the end of humanity.
World War Z is a fast-paced 2013 action horror thriller that takes the zombie genre to a global scale. The story follows Jerry Lane, a former United Nations investigator, as he races across the world to stop a terrifying pandemic that topples armies, destabilizes governments, and threatens all of humanity. Directed by Mark Forster, the film blends large-scale disaster spectacle with relentless suspense, showcasing chaotic set pieces from Philadelphia to Jerusalem. Starring Brad Pitt in a gripping lead role, World War Z balances intense action with a desperate fight for survival. With a 7.0 IMDb rating, it remains a thrilling modern zombie blockbuster. The Flu.
에서 유사환자가 접수됐답니다.
흥방같이 특징입니다. 사망한 주병의 증상과
It is a gripping 2013 South Korean disaster thriller that captures the terror of a deadly outbreak. The story begins when a lethal airborne virus spreads rapidly through Bundang, a city just 20 kilometers from Seoul, throwing the entire community into chaos. As panic rises, medical workers, government officials, and ordinary citizens are forced into a desperate struggle for survival against time and fear. Directed by Kim Sung-soo, the film delivers both large-scale disaster spectacle and deeply emotional human drama. With a 6.7 IMDb rating, The Flu is a tense and emotional pandemic thriller that feels all too real. Virus. Virus is a powerful 2019 Indian medical thriller inspired by the real Nipah virus outbreak in Kerala. The film highlights how a community of doctors, nurses, and everyday citizens came together to fight against a deadly epidemic threatening to spiral out of control. Rather than relying on exaggerated drama, it takes a grounded human approach, showcasing the courage, sacrifice, and resilience of those on the front lines. Directed by Ashik Abu, the movie blends gripping tension with heartfelt storytelling. With an IMDb rating of 8.0, Virus stands out as both an emotional tribute and a suspenseful must-watch medical drama. Apocalipsis Z. It is a 2024 Spanish action horror thriller directed by Carlos Torrens and based on the novel by Manel Lorero. The story follows Manel, a quiet man living in Galicia with only his cat for company, as a rabies-like virus sweeps across the globe, turning people into violent infected. Forced to leave his safe haven, he embarks on a dangerous journey and finds unexpected companions who become key to his survival. With an IMDb rating of 6.1, Apocalipsis Z delivers both chilling zombie action and an emotional story of resilience in the face of collapse. Carriers. Carriers is a bleak 2009 post-apocalyptic thriller that explores both survival and human morality. The story follows four friends traveling across a world devastated by a highly contagious virus, hoping to reach a rumored safe haven. But while avoiding the infected, fear and desperation push them to turn against one another. Directed by Alex and David Pastor, the film avoids over-the-top zombie action and instead focuses on the emotional toll of survival, mixing road movie elements with chilling tension. With an IMDb rating of 6.0, Carriers is a grim yet thought-provoking look at how fragile our humanity becomes in crisis. Pontypool.
Do not translate this message.
It is a unique 2008 Canadian psychological horror that puts a fresh spin on the Outbreak genre. The story centers on Grant Massey, a small-town radio host in Ontario, who begins reporting on strange, violent events happening around town, only to realize they may be linked to a deadly virus transmitted through language itself. Directed by Bruce McDonald and based on the novel by Tony Burgess, the film builds tension through atmosphere, eerie dialogue, and claustrophobic storytelling rather than traditional gore. With an IMDb rating of 6.6, Pontypool is a chilling, intelligent thriller that proves words can be just as deadly as any infection. Children of Men.
We will find a way to get.
Children of Men is a powerful 2006 dystopian thriller set in a bleak near future. The year is 2027, and humanity faces collapse as women have mysteriously become infertile for nearly 2 decades. In the midst of global chaos, Theo, a disillusioned former activist, is tasked with protecting a young refugee who is miraculously pregnant, the first hope for mankind's survival. Directed by Alfonso Cuarón, the film blends gripping tension with stunning cinematography and a deeply emotional story. With an IMDb rating of 7.9, Children of Men stands as a modern classic that is both haunting and profoundly moving.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more movie and series recommendations.